Good afternoon. Audible, bra?
Good afternoon, sir.
Say, mamang the reading passage to pen deko aduna smart to see. Now let's get started. One more passage. Adu matung there's something we can do. Ngasi di ano ba? Ranking ko. Na starter site start sentence amaga sentence amaga tashan na bagi du to si ko. Dan matam mahan na project to du pot se. Mahan da se ko. Mamang de passage to passage solve to hagi am chine soy gre adu na kitang nuai ti mo. Na let's solve. Jadi sila first passage ti tawre ko aduga passage se passage ahan batawre ani subat tawsi sige passage ani subase ma'am tawre si katan nate to pas ma'am tawsi matang aduna matam nam lawdana set number 2 si ay parke ko aduga set number 2 hadit si passage se tawra matong da atopos tawsi ko aduna let me do one thing for you se zoom tawge full screen tham gya bre sidi kitang pixel pi ani mathokpra kupra ba aba thoi thokte
Sir, ang pabu udi screen da.
amta udiya
Hoy, sir.
hojiti uraba
Uri, sir.
asigi si iri basi make si paba legible over ngoba legible oiraga di man thamde ba oidi haga namuk kitang zoom to ba readable over ba
Uy, sir.
Tang chahon biyo sir.
ting chahalo aduni hai si when this quite unknown young man of 30 appeared in Chicago at the inaugural meeting of the Parliament of Religions. Si pese se padeng aja han haige. Pese si kaya matang dono bu Swami Vivekananda namana Chicago da Parliament of Religions dharma gi ba parliament nama parliament have the conference mai tare so conference ma taukiba maduda chatlaga mana wa ngangoba matamda mi na phaugiba adi impression mana ma masamaksina magi charismatic personality duna mi duna mon hana khalambaga wakhalonga mana ngang thorok pasak torok matamda mi na phaugiba madugi good impression deep impression do matangda even moreover ma masamaksi Vivekananda magi live sketch ma magi live sketch macha masu irakani maduduna muk second para di hone yare ko adama kari pam ki kari khalamni kari honarami habdu matangda ibane yam lu bana te ko ne when this quite unknown how matamda inverted comma na horangani. When this quite unknown young man of 30 appeared in Chicago at the inaugural meeting of the Parliament of Religions, opened in September 1890 by Cardinal Gibbons, all his fellow members were forgotten in his commanding presence. All his fellow members, magi fellow members, magi presence da. Mana ziki Chicago gi parliament religion sida magi presence na magi loina riba magi sagon na riba magi ato to lebak te lakpa members sing haiba to lak magi dignitaries sing delegates sing se no ina call gi bidong to re call gi so at the man they call with his name has all his fellow members were forgotten in his commanding presence kari gi demak to no question arise to why those fellow members were forgotten by the people, or why? What was the reason behind the screen? His strength and beauty, the grace and dignity of his bearing, the dark light of his eyes, his imposing appearance, and from the moment he began to speak, the splendid music of the rich voice enthralled to fascinate the enthrall means to fascinate or to make someone crazy. Enthrall the vast audience of American Anglo-Saxons. What? His presence, his way of talk, his, way of presentation, a very deep-rooted presentation at the Parliament. And those audience of American Anglo-Saxons were very much captured, were very much captivated, were very much enthralled, were very much fascinated by his presence, by his speech. Behind, between the lines, previously prejudiced against him on account of his color. Just mark that. Previously prejudiced against him on account of his color. Obviously, India is a skin to the white, black, kind of disparity, discrimination. Later, skin color do, Magonda, missing na yam na lana uki haba matamduda. Adubu, Taiwan abada. The way he presented his powerful speech, his powerful lecture based on religion, overwhelmed the audience of American Anglo-Saxons there at Chicago. The thoughts of this warrior, prophet of India, left a deep mark upon the United States. The thought of this warrior nigga man said, warrior na temadi. Adumapu, language matungina mana, magi warrior mag wakalon, home labor, do yamna, matik yam labor, meeting my maggot wakalon duna. India prophet amani gana mayan kanaba, matamsika the way. Left, Tamame, a deep mark upon the United States, United States, a deep-rooted impression. This is what is described by the great philosopher Raman Roland. Raman Roland, great philosopher, Raman Roland Sina described the way. I hope you must try to understand what people thought about him because of his skin or color. People had, misinterpretation, wrong perception. People thought that, he must be just a layman, or you can say maybe he must have, come from a very downtrodden society. But the moment he started presenting his speech at Chicago, then how people reacted, how the audience of American Anglo-Saxons reacted against his speech. Even the fellow members were forgotten. What do you line again talk? Fellow members in Magi speech in the hand supreme open Magi fellow members in the Pungko Kohon Kre Heaven. I begin Darbo. Next, Swami Vivekananda was born as Narendranath Datta, son of a well-known lawyer of Calcutta, Bishwanath Datta, and a very intelligent and pious lady, Bhubaneswari Devi, in the year 1863. I don't need to explain that. Naren learned the epics and Puranas from his mother. Naren was an all-rounder. He could sing, was a good at sport, had a ready wit. Intelligence. His range of knowledge was extensive, had a rational frame of the mind, and he loved to help people. He was a natural leader. He was a student of philosophy, and the story of God very much haunted his mind. It was in Sri Ramakrishna he found his guru. So far, nothing is tough. My guru Ramakrishna. Vivekananda traveled extensively throughout India. He was shocked to see the condition. He was shocked. Condition of condition. He was shocked to see the condition of India. People ignorant. Superstitions. Up stuff. Victims of caste tyranny. Caste tyranny Dalits untouchables Dalit ki issues Tengnaba yade, Songnaba yade gana, Hantana yengba, me yam hantana yengba, Tengnaba yadaba, Sokna Samnaba yadaba, Adumayam Azataba Mayama Legre, Madu Uru the Mazayam Nuaiki de have. It pains some visit to see Indians aping. Now what is that aping? Aping means imitating money, Western ways and mannerism. On the man Indian things modern thoughts Western outfit, then Western ways or Western mannerisms. Later he would call out of the nation and say, feel proud that you are Indians, even if you are wearing a loin cloth. Nang nasamak sa India ni habagi nang naselit sari ba do matik chaba na tragaso nang naseliba pirondo loin cloth to at sa tragaso nang si India naman nang nasabu sa tok chowo ni gumataw tamuno haiba. He was not opposed to learning from the West. In reality, mahaksina West tagi tambas te pura maze totally maze opposed the labor magti. Then what? For he knew Western people had some great qualities, and it was because of those qualities that they had become so rich and powerful. Western people that multi potential labor, they have the qualities labor, but the masakangba, the moki quality ma'am, the mokois inakula liba, the powerful or the mana kanki. Sineo. He wanted India to learn science and technology from the West. Mana Indians in the palm is because Western West society the Western society Western countries technology, science, and advancement masi tamba di tamjaba. Not the mannerism or say Western outfits or Western culture not modern technology, science and technology, advancement in science, mana Indians in the palm. He wanted, and its power to organize and its practical sense, but at the same time, retain high moral and spiritual idealism. Last line do man Western countries science and technology. Okay, tamakanda madudana organized or kanda practical purposes sinaba. At the same time, mi matok tamme haidana I think asagi isagi moral values, isagi spiritual idealism, spiritual values today. Madudi dana retain tawudune mana pamjais. I think you can certainly solve this question. It's not a big deal. As I think that actually I'm lu mande the question set solved Okay. Suman chao tho de mung yaro da wish. See question see 1 2 3 4 5 tay lari 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 tak to 1 2 3 4 5 question manga dam solve to tho yenge gyan tari bro
Hi, sir.
Aji khoi paminare Swami Vivekananda na Parliament of Religion habidi Chicago da tabu matam da 1890 ki matam wari ni yam kuira 1891 da Manipur Khongjom War thokuni ko 1890 Khongjom War thokte mamang ki wari ni adana kari no haibido kari impression lekhi habda du khangom ko Please solve the first 5 questions only. Where
Hi, sir. Yeah. Oh, sir.
See?
Lord, sir.
Okay. Anyway, the geek question ko. Let's. Naren learned the religious scripts from. My mama tamani ko. So, that's a 4. Then question number 2, which of the following, according to Roman Roland, was the impact of Vivekananda's speech at Chicago on his audience?
One, audience were so impressed that they forgot all the other speakers.
Yes, definitely the first one is correct. Chumme aduni ko yam maroy ba question di aduni. Kamay to udana magi fel say magi atopa speakers in fellow members in noy kauto kre because of the audience were so impressed in him ko. Anyway, then next ngaktan sila stop to ko ha ko sir kam ting. Screen ju ubra.
Sir.
Anyway, that is the sigi question number 2, number 1 where question number 3 mu yeng si Vivekananda was grieved because of what? Vivekananda ma matwai nungai je kai banam no. Options given here A, B, C. A, B, C is the none have option the none, A and B, B and C, A and C, or all the 3. Come to me.
All the 3.
All the 3 correct. Next, we have question number 4. Which of the following qualities of Naren so that he was fond of social service? Question number 4.
Ani di male. One get two was any male. Extensive range of knowledge, his rational frame of mind.
We have to choose only one. Which of the following qualities of Naren show that he was fond of social service? 1. His extensive range of knowledge. 2. His rational frame of mind. And 3. His attitudes to be useful to others. And his knowledge of the epics and Puranas. None of these already are Rahmati Wagani. Come away. This is basically my quality his attitude to be useful to others. 3. Question number 5. Which of the following aspects of Vivekananda impressed the US audience at Chicago the most?
His commanding presence.
The contents of his speech, man.
Yes, the contents of his speech. Imposing appearance nati appearance it's not about showing appearance or his strength or beauty. Iman speech dear brothers and sisters of America, and however clapping, round of applause. People started clapping their hands to see how he started with the beautiful lines. Dear brothers and sisters of America. Anyway, we have question number 6. 6. Vivekananda had desire that Indians should stick to their moral and spiritual idealism at the cost of scientific advancement. B. Nurture their spiritual idealism and imbibe science, absorb. Imbibe means to absorb, not to imitate, to absorb. Absorb science and technology. C. Retain their moral and spiritual standards and learn the West's practical sense. Aduga options is my letter. The A, B, C, A and B, or B and C. See this, now you please see the options given. Decide. Question number 6.
B.
Mana pire option the budi ampire A, B, C sila khanduisi nang decide tawjaroba. Aduga decide tawra matungda. Decide tawra matungda option C yung mana pire ba answer sa matunga na iyang sip ko. Okay. Oh yes. We can solve this like this. Haro. A, B, C, A only, B only, C only, A and B both, or B and C both. Haiba.
A only, sir.
B only.
It should be B and C. Aduni. B and C. Final answer should be 5. B and C. Nurture their spiritual idealism and imbibe science and technology. 1. Then retain their moral and spiritual standards and learn the West practical sense. B and C. Question number 7. Which of the following? Which of the following is false in the context of the passage? Passage paragumji may handan paramani. Kadi no ma hining is a karambati karamal land bagi passage matungana Which thing is false? Aran bhai bani ko achum bhai barate.
So number 2.
Number 2 is correct.
2.
Yes, 2 is correct. Magi speech to tara matung phaw do ma on the prejudice lay, the kamai prejudice lay na tini. Ma on the han khalam the patay man ari ne ko. Question number 8, Vivekananda used to admire Westerners on account of some of their kaino mana pami se mo dige. A, B, C.
Two.
These are A and C.
A and C. Two. That means A and C correct. Whenever Vivekananda observed people of India blindly imitating Western ways of life, he used to feel
Distress.
Distress. He was upset. And then Makha Tarakwa Siddhi Kano only vocabulary the base of only. Apping has a similar meaning,
Imitating.
Imitating, that's correct. Then next, enthrall. Enthrall has
Replacement.
Yes.
One immensely pleased.
Immensely pleased. Shock. Pain. Then opposite, extensive. I don't know. It's very, very slow. I don't. Extensive ki opposite kay we don't know. Extensive is definitely intensive. Open. Shut. Unknown.
Aware.
Unknown is masak khang bi da ba na tro. Masak khang bi ba di kari koge. Famous. So we have done this all together, and let's proceed on something more. Go to pang tau si. Uji koi na tau do siya kanoni close this ni without my involvement. Ay jam kan yaw rồi. I'll read for you, no doubt. But the thing is, we have to solve it together. Okay. Today, now can you see close this? Uba pang da bra. Ure ko. Close this si masi kanoni. Nasagi evaluation the katang ying the evaluation the cam chumge abado. I want to see how say accurate you are. I'll read for you, don't worry. The very first thing, visual experience. Visual experience matang din ko. All right. See, visual experience can what? Visual experience can children, teenagers, and even adults learn and absorb more due to its highly stimulating and engaging impact. Ay hana haige visual experience hai badi keno da angang singji maroi na prime kindergarten da angang tamdrib like tamdrib angang do sei tharaga music tharaga adiki mayam magi angang do pam ga mong da tai adi yam nong yam na phazana sei rhyme saktana kotana do nungai ba poeba sidanatan angang katana ti ahan su mangare. Now we can certainly say watch new things, new discoveries on YouTube or on say audio visual classrooms. US da later ka so US ke degree te pam lo shambe ya yare ko Antarctica da kari film le dige have so je kana dum even on Facebook live tha to ko yorang ani things are quite accessible and easily easily learn through this devices or through this technology. Visual experiences can children, teenagers, and even adults learn and absorb more due to its highly stimulating and engaging impact. It is for this reason we are seeing an increase in schools across the globe. Across the globe, I think globe to the schools in the content provider programs into their classroom curriculum, to lessons through video gi matang content provider program same visual excursions visually sitting in a room, we can certainly do this visual excursions. School collaborations are by adventures in high definition video. We call it HD video. High definition video high fidelity audio audio and content sharing, allowing students to experience a richer and more stimulating learning experience. The first paragraph is all about how you learn new things through audiovisual classrooms, audiovisual learning system. It's not only for, say, children or but also for adults or for any kind of, say, people. Schools that have previously transported students to excursions now face increased transportation costs. But the moment that the schools in transportation transport study tour excursion now face increased transportation cost high insurance premium attendance costs for the families, strict duty of care policies for students, while school property, virtual excursions, students to improve their presentation, research, learning, and speaking skills. While they engage in live learning session. Live learning sessions, for example, you must have seen that, how students are engaging in learning through, say, live learning sessions, or so-called satellite learning. ALS can later. ALS is direct. Delete the class. No, me do not. Even suppose now you can see me, and if I switch on, say, the video, and we can certainly talk. It's also part of learning. Just sitting at home and you're learning new things. It might be stimulating. Then students also now have the ability to meet peers from many cultures, speak to subject matter like scientists and authors, practice a foreign language with students from another country, and learn about global issues from their own classrooms. Classroom any subject matter, scientist author any resource person maybe you're learning a foreign language, or you're meeting new people from different cultures, interacting, intermingling, and things become more vibrant. Visual experience of learning. Audiovisual classroom evening. There are 10 questions, and I think you can certainly solve them well. Jinita Gyantavro?
Yes, sir.
Sige, pera anina sabasi visualize toro nasana. Just visualize what's the content, what's the crux, the central theme of the given paragraph. It's all about how, say, children, teenagers, even adults learn, very, very comfortably sitting in the classroom or sitting at home, and this online live learning session might be quite stimulating. And what? You please solve these questions, and let me stick to time, maybe 3 minutes. Solve torenge. Finish. Bipin lura.
Loader, sir.
Sector C.
Wait, sir.
Question number 1. Yam matunam lower din ang speed tam tap kasi haying tungdun tap pagkim later ni. I this wait. I pwede man wala mag speed ta tong ni anta ni mo putat. Tang ju matam ju kasi tuna tawo tang wadam ni ko. Anyway, question number 1 is health. Question number 1 is A. Tumbre ko. Question number 2 is deeply. E. Question number 3 is incorporating A. Question number 4, C, impart. Impart to takwi tambi ba habani. 5, enhance. B. Question number 6, liu. Mahutta have instead have liu. 7, off. That's D. 8, enable. B. 9, D delta, experts. Question number 10, B, availability. Ready? Oh, how many say questions are correct?
8.
8. D.
7.
7. Okay, that's okay, no problem. Kasho kaya dese. Ay mukana ba khadi phangidana. Haibadi solve to bada khadi chumidana ko 7, 8 chumbiyauri. Uzik aina pamase. A little more small. A pick am sang the baktos. 21 to 25. That's my turn for you. It's my turn to read for you. Primary school enrollment in India has been 21 to 25 mga ni. Primary school enrollment in India has been a success story due to various programs and drives to increase enrollment even in remote areas. primary school enrollment in India da systematic ID school chale hum I begin suppose school no bak tam gada bani free education pi matang ko adu matam digi haugi bi poni adana sida primary school enrollment in India has been a success story my pai due to various program and drives to increase enrollment even in remote areas even in remote area my enrollment with enrollment reaching at least 96% since 2009. Girls have to 56% of new students between 2007 2013. It is clear that many of access to schooling have been improvement in infrastructure has been what behind achieving this. And now in India, 98% habitations have a primary school within 1 kilometer, and 92% have an upper primary school within a 3-kilometer walking distance. 92% upper primary kilometer 92% से upper primary school lay, 98% से ना primary school से lay kilometer manungda. It means there is much efficiency in terms of enrollment, and infrastructure has been say developed to a certain extent. Adu main factor mo na bedu dana primary school enrollment hingalay and high bane. Similarly, in the meantime, another education 25 to 30 education has been a problem in our country for what? Education is a quick lebak sada problem am oiduna leire. The lack of it has been blamed for of evil for hundreds of years. Even scholars have written lengthy article about how the Indian education system needs to change. Column journalists or say scholars India education system lengthy articles the funny thing is that from colonial times, from colonial times, things have changed. We have established reputed business schools, law schools, other institutions of excellence, IITs, IIM, and so on. Students now so routinely score 90% marks that even with this percentage, they find it to get into colleges of their choice. Which is common 90% common 90% common 90% satra do mana pamba school da natra pamba college da maming sa phangduri bravo I have a question the problem thus lies with us doing more of the same old stuff. This needs to change by bringing about in education. The education system has been staggering, has been say quite conventional in the sense that things haven't changed since the colonial times. British education, British imperialist colonialist education in India education system change national education policy change changes ma'am education policy programs you don't want to solve these two passages at a stretch at nico aduga kayam chungge do yengsi mga dana taras habane ko kitang zoom to we abenge yai kitanga yadre chitaware 21 to 30. Please solve the questions heartily. Thawai sang yang na solve to yung ai mai kai di pa su pa kare or concept to khar du khang mani mathangdasu pages masa masa yaurenge aten bayam sangwadi kanade 25, 24. $61 to $70. Accuracy 5 out of 5 to put on the bonus literature or some sort of green writings. Nothing. Well, so to put up the see cases see pare tanda yana to se ta tutorial develop please set your time maybe at least 5 more minutes.
Lower, sir.
Question number 25, 21, 24, 21. 21 E is largely, 22 is making, 23 problems, 24 B address, 25 force B. Then 26 long, that's D. 27 short, that's E. 28 is B hardly. 29 difficult, that's E. 30 innovation, that's A. Catch me?
9.
9 jume.
8 jume.
8 jume. Ziki ahan bagi tu 5 jume bro.
Ahan bay ani lale akon bay loy chumi.
Makagi loy chumi sir. Mathaki lan.
Okay, with that. This is when you do something, and which is very much unexpected, and somehow you score out of 5. I mean, you score solid marks, maybe 5 out of 5 or maybe 10 out of 10. Then it becomes a matter of joy. Now let's do something more. One more. Not a big deal. 61 to 70. Education education agriculture gi matangda haibani 61 to 70. Agriculture is a sector of our economy. Of course, credit plays an important role in increasing agriculture production. Availability and access to adequate, timely, low-cost credit from institutional sources is of great, especially to small and marginal farmers. The farmer ma'am credit the loan loans farmers loan. Loan farmers suicidal case ma'am many farmers committed suicide by themselves because they could not return and they became bankrupt. Agriculture production the credit credit farmer production Availability and access to adequate, timely, and low-cost credit from institutional sources is of great, especially to small and marginal farmers. Along with other inputs, credit is essential for establishing sustainable and farming systems. Most farmers are small producers, engaged in what? Agricultural activities in areas of widely potential. Experience has shown that easy access to financial services at affordable cost affects productivity, asset formation, and income, and food security of the rural poor. The major concern of the governments, therefore, is to bring all the farmer households within the banking and promote complete financial inclusion. NABARD nagatawise NABARD nagapidana kotana magi rural area ki tamak rural farmers ni pidiba loan nung sanction to yam line pidiba adu mayam dana man sa adi financial inclusion and high ko. The government has initiated several policy measures to improve to improve the accessibility of farmers to institutional sources of credit. Of these policies has been progressive institutionalization for providing timely and adequate credit support to all farmers in order to them to adopt modern technology and improve agricultural practices for increasing agricultural production and productivity. The policy emphasizes on credit flow at the ground level. Now, what we have learned from this passage, we have learned that credit which is given to the farmers by those financial institutions which are under the government or so-called public sector undertakings or public sector banks, they are providing, say, loans, credits, small loans, partial payment. Mayam ama lagi naman ito bing na nakangani. Ado mayam to kayo my production hin kanang mani. And they are small. See, especially farmers are small producers. And they need some financial assessment or financial aid or financial, say, sanctions for their production because credit habadi pashado bani pashado late pashado pitharaktragadi man magi mahi marong ma'am maru marang ma'am labadu ngamoy duni adu ma'am it's all about agriculture, how say Indian farmers are relying on the financial institutions. So as I mentioned, NABARD provides different kind of loans to the farmers. Aduni. Aduna, we have 10 more questions. 61 to 70. Finish.
Yes, sir.
Loiragadi habiro.
Lower, sir.
Okay. Adidi pare. Sige. 61. Answer have you areko? 61 is C, dominant. 62 is importance, B. Then 63, profitable, E. 64, D, varying. 65, positively, again, D. 66, fall, B. 67, aim, that's B again. 68, enable, C. 69, E, lays. 70, augmenting, that's A. Kaya chumba ngami?
6 only, sir.
Huh?
6.
6. 8.
7 chune, sir.
6 sir.
6, 7. D.
Sir, 67 to M hybrid. Uzikito sir na high.
M. 67, M, B.
9 chume, sir.
9 jume. Okay, that's good. It's satisfactory. Anyway, Shizina, Sigi close this solution. Let's see. Atop something we can do, something more. Topa. Chu bring spotting errors ubra. Miscellaneous errors na. We go 1 to
sir.
10. We go. Shizina, say, just challenge yourself and review your understanding, how accurate you are able to solve this set. Each set is 10 question. Question tara niko seram da. First practice set 1 to 10. Aying bitabro.
Tay, sir.
Si question tara sida nasana cam chumba ngambagi adumadu yengsi ko adana sigi set han base solve toro yenge. accuracy matter to iko accuracy do ying bagidamagtani page
Sir loide loire ani khangtre.
try to show you.
Lord.
Question number topa Lorabo, Janita Lorabo, Angbi Lorabo.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Check tower Sigi set Tara the camp to Bungam Gedo to Shana to Kangani, Camp to Gedo to Su. It's a kind of self-evaluation part of an color. Question number 1 is A. Question number 2 is D. Question number 3 is A. Then 4 is C. 5 is A. 6 C. 7 B. B stands beta. 8 again beta. 9 A. 10 beta. Among này nè là gì? Kaya chúng mong ame.
6 mention.
6 sume.
6 summation.
6 tay đi.
5.
6 sume yaw tay đi 6 tagi hem yaw drobo. Six the maximum lava. Anyway, today the ahan begi the analysis of the very first question. Reflexive pronoun na kadung ada sentence sama ho so ya de. Adu nani mas la le do. Ken tare ko. Analysis torasi yar tawdru yar bo. And the very first question, reflexive, I believe self, myself, himself, reflexive, pronouncing self, tabasing sina. Kaido ngay the sentence ma hobuswe de as per the grammar rule. Adu duma lere, adu na Ganesh na I had a kanisida. Asige analysis ni marudi. Then again, question number 2, the D, kamay lali no hay da. D da. The SP has declared that those who are found guilty of breach of law or taking the law into their hands, makoy sing do, those who are found guilty. Makoy sing makoy sing guilty or makoy sing do. Law makoy na makoy makotasin na ba mishandle to bakangbu sing do. Hay gitaraga mamang the subject already mentioned they they become superfluous, or you can say redundant, unnecessary word have aduna they do. Delete to thokro habadi maduma kanadre to thokte makoy singdona hanase but those who are found guilty I will not throw amok hana de no iba matok tadri yare. Question number 3, in spite of a thorough research, search is a noun, thorough is an adjective, thorough is an adverb is not suitable. Any adjective happens noun wang da sinagadabani a thorough analysis or a thorough search yare ko aduna thoroughly have du lale. Question number 4, see the kamai lale no later on hagadabani yare ko later on I was there, it's a kind of phrase. Then question number 5, see 5 is the inversion ni aduna hardly I step hardly as I step of my see kamai see lale hardly had I stepped out of my house higher kanisi inversion the hardly had I stepped out. Hardly matung the when lakani. Oh, no sooner the than line hardly scarcely matung the conjunction je. When follow the way do magi pattern to the inversion have the subject maning the legidaba. Hardly had I say the had I step out I do. Question number 6. See the kamay lalo. Kasagi my what I remember can do. Madu relative pronoun that on the what I bet that. Then question number 7. 7 the D with regard to praising with regard for nothing with regard to. It's a phrase basically. Then question number 8. 8 the you know preschool education and hybrid. Preschool education having among the say we should put article A. So my irony a good preschool education children who have had a good preschool education children who have had a preschool education the article A is missing here. Then question number 9. See the canoni conditional tense that if I had known I don't know if I had known my matung tarak pamagi si pa adi part I would have like target among the if clause the past perfect legadabni. If I had known past perfect like target matung tarak would have like to never. Then we have the next question. When a dentist came in, my tooth was stopped acting out of fear and I might lose my tooth. See the passivity report say passivity iron activity my tooth stopped. My tooth was my tooth. I say my tooth stop acting. We should write active format, not in passive structure. That's it. Yareko.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now let's proceed on something more. 11 to 20. And the 11 to 20 is another set for you. 6 is 6 was the maximum this time. Need to score more than 6. Alright. Unna paraga subject. Nang khangja bhaija ma fazana focus tawraka anda kaya kari soige da munni yango somewhere soy da yarongani. ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯁꯔ
ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ
Lower, sir.
Okay. Check torsi yarabo ataisu yarabo
Yes, sir.
Question number 11 discuss torasa khasi matam mangnaba. Question number 11 should be C does not haigani Rajdhani Express as it's a name of a train. Adana matter of fact ni haije Delhi dagi Rajdhani Express si Delhi dagi straight to chatti have natro Mumbai dagi chatle have from Mumbai the Rajdhani Express does not go straight to New Delhi. See, Rajdhani Express being third person, we should follow verb SES the biggie madu question. Question number 12. It should be D till after his death habanataba. Even after his death haganeva. Then question number 13. Harris is very much willing to come with you. Much habesity past participle. Adjective when Harris is very willing to come with you. Much to madugi hapagi matok tadre. It should be B. Question number 14. The lady said that she should be away from home. Said that indirect speech ni say tomorrow the indirect speech the kamai on the next day on Tony. Therefore, C the lala money. 15. Johnny by car is as quick as positive degree that is lagani as far as possible, as quick as possible, as easy as possible. So as quick as or perhaps quicker than. So it should be B. 16 Yamat Talandre. 17, you were lucky to get such a well-paying job. Well-paid job. Well-paying, well-paid, I thought the paid the well-paying job. Paying to as an adjective position job to be qualified. Question number 18, conditional tense ni. Pattern if close the past perfect would have lack pattern. If I had spoken to my father. Question number 19. We are quite fond of this house because we have been living in it for the last how many? For 5 years. Sahi manga dagi masigi yum sida layrakli habatagadi. It's better to write down present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous in even if present perfect continuous means for the last 5 years. Question number 20, not for nothing did he prosper as a business consultant since his arrival in America 20 years ago. Not for nothing. Has he prospered? Has he prospered as a businessman? Has he prospered? Prosper iri dapadaba. Marks America the lak pati marks business consultant amo in a marks my part of brand stress to catch me. Think be catch me, Janita catch me, Bipin. Catch me.
6.
Yam tap na hai je kai no. 6 to me have to do it. Kitang audible on a have kai game. Tay
5 submitted.
5.
5. Tangkai ni ko 5 ti. Question 6 to some extent is negotiable. 5 ti minimum. Anyway, from 21 to 30. Horo. From 21 to 30, I should give you time. Matam lawi. You take so much time. I am solved the question. We will solve just at least this page. See page is solved to real exam the question manga is the photo ko yam thunu du yam 10 matamda 5 at a maximum 5 questions should be solved.
Very sir.
Ore. Super sin have you bro.
Yes, sir.
Bipin bra.
Sir.
Shall we check?
Yes.
Your bra.
Yes, sir, Lord.
Okay, check to see do the ko. Question number 21. This type of product is not available in any of the shops. Any of ki matung tarakpada, any of, some of, one of, most of, hariba phrases ki matung tarakpada, plural noun either be at and then any of the shops in the market. 22. Hardly had I reached the airport. Obviously, hardly ki matung the conjunction say when ni adana where the lale when I don't know. 23. As a practice, the last batch of the teens undergoes thoroughly checkup. I got them. At thorough checkup. Thoroughly checkup adverb when suitable way bako 24 one of ke matung da kare ha plural noun ni gani one of my brothers
Sir, sige 23 is a thorough hai kadaro.
thoroughly hai kadaba thoroughly hai kadaba ko hai the adverb when sin gane ba the teen undergoes how thoroughly check up hai kane have hai the adverb when sin gane thorough adjective ni adana thoroughly hai sin kane 24 one of my brothers hai ni 25 ti amat landre oh 26 the minister along with his party colleagues has hai gani subject verb agreement question ni kari gino first subject minister ni maga sago nari ba party colleagues to adu secondary lo gani rule the matung na kari hai if two subjects are connected by using certain conjunctions like along with together with as well as like unlike and some other conjunctions ma'am like it to hire conjunctions ta taragadi first subject to matung na verb to igede bani adana have to has on tony 27 chiti line lest less b de ngo sorry c de ngo less ki matung da should ibum thokpane less have the natragadi have never less have the negative meaning the natragadi tawdragad natragadi oidragadi haidana haibani adana less ki matung tarakpada should idaba suga that adu mandatory ni ko adu dum lere then we have next question yeah 28 because of his innocence he cannot distinguish manam chamjabadana maram oiraga he cannot distinguish mahakna khang pa mek singa khang bangamde amde se kanada ge no achit person thiba mi ma from an honest person ange ko ukil thiba mi amadagi masin thiba mi amase khang tokpa chingtokpa mekla na khang bangamde habane he cannot distinguish laga di my conjunction my preposition from lagadro distinguish from haragani distinguish between habisu yai ko adana between this matang sanadre ko distinguish between this and distinguish from mane lani sadi ko 29 sadi mana all the employees all panta the employee the countable ni adu rule from the irodro all the employees harani ko employee the countable ni plural from the ESC next question number 30 he said that if I found the front door locked I was to go round to the back. Amatalande. Catch me.
8.
Kari?
8.
8. Nang ko yam pi sa kayo. Why you're speaking so slow? It makes me wonder. Ay na. Itang jo audible na ngang nito na. Catch me.
7.
7. Atay
7.
7. Okay. Then Nilam. Catch me. Oinam Nilam. Hi graba.
4.
Okay, anyway, now let's we have a last shot. Last shot here from 31 to 40. See, Matung that will do something else. And here we go. From 31 to 40. See, this is a kind of privilege for you to solve, to know your status, to know your knowledge, your quick knowledge, or your your comprehension in terms of solving or evaluating sporting errors or error detection at a spur of the moment, because I'm giving you just a short span of time to solve the questions. From 31 to 40, solve this question as quick as possible. This will be the last thing.
Sorry, sir.
Ito po sin juloy na ra.
Sir loire.
Check tawar sa tuti. Ngakang screen share off tawag ko. Kaya naman hapsin eh. Pinahapon. Next up term. Dito. Start dito. Nate doon nate. Start dito. Yeah. See, 31 to 40 is here. Puri ko. Check tawar siya. Sorry. Yarabo.
Yes.
Okay. 31, these acts were pushed through parliament in spite of opposition, but for little modification. Adi mana masig ek singsi parliament ke through the opposition lejaraga su modification khara tawraganda masig ek singsi parliament ke through the push tawgadabani push tawki haibane ko. Adu itaragadi a little more, a little modification. Little है बस कि मांगा A तब से ताकत दिखरा है बनी अदना little कतंग है ताकत दी negligible amount or negligible quantity in min तवगनी अदना either sense positive sense नहीं a little modification है गने. So answer should be D. 32. The man who is perpetually means continuously hesitating about which of the two things to do first. Mi mana dum mase kari thabak ani gi marak ta kari tausige na dum lepale na mase pakhatcha dana leitar gadi ultimately ma kai dogani will ultimately do neither ani mang ngamaro ba si tausigadai na khalling da ultimately he will do neither. Not either. Either means one. Negative to igadab. Yaiko, the man who is perpetually hesitating about which of the two things to do first, karamat ani di marakta karam mana hana tausige tabok to pangthok sige na khalling da will ultimately do neither. Ani mag ngamaro have never. Because si previous question SBI pure the hangibu question ne hai. Then we have next question. No hill station have arrow. No other hill station hai gani. Is as beautiful as this is all about positive degree. Draw no other. Other is missing between say hill and no other hill station hai gani. 34. It's a question of article. Article question niko. Miya makatani. Who is a singer and scientist? Article A should be used before singer, using as common, a singer and scientist. 35. One of the most widely spread bad habits. One of the plural noun you have never habits as the bunny. Therefore, it should be C. 36. Being a well-known cartoonist, he was invited to deliver a lecture on modern art. He being a well-known cartoonist and he being from the subject of obviously cartoonist follow up being among the subject superfluous over singani. 37. The chief idea of every common type of traveler is to see as many objects of interest as possibly he can. Present tense the present past question number 38. A tool's habit of delaying his work puts his colleagues into, not to. A tool na magi thabak delay to bagi hainabisna magi marup sing se khudong chibada tahale puts his colleagues into manungda a lot of trouble. 39. My brother has been living in America with his family for the past 10 years. Then question number 40. I do not like going to night school, but I had no alternative as I have to have it. So the past tense among the A, the past tense ire, C is the past tense ire. Finally we have to follow the same tense right from the beginning till the end. Gyan tari bro, tata bro.
Tai sir.
Tai sir.
How many questions are correct from your side?
7.
8.
8.
7.
6.
6. Mr. Bipin. Bipin Yauri bro.
Yauri sir, 7.
7.
Sir, last kido yes I had to I do not.
How do you need? The past tense makok tagi haurabina. What is narrate torini? I do not. I night school sa pam kide. Maram di I want the alternative. Am talay kide. Then as I had to work in daytime, then maram guys daytime tabak su dabi akide. I'm not satisfied as you have done. Maybe well you score 8 at the maximum. 10 chumba yard nuagam nili. 10 chumba yawdi. 9 chumba ka dikitang nuay ko. Sila lepa zero. Sige error detection part sa haying tawrisra. Maka tawrisra hero. Just let me know. Or let's change the mood. or should we do something more? See the question get kalunu. Hiro. Kari.
Sakara tongni.
Okay. Atop sing should I the comment piro makha tathazi haraga tathazi kan kaibilati. Tabudu sigi error detection miscellaneous ki error se question bank ma'am the khomgal laga same bani. I same na teko. Question bank ma'am the khomgal laga compile to same pora mane. Badana material habisity any daily they go anywhere source some of the look for naina way. Yam nainari in adi hena confident or about the henna henna better henna smart boy doing it. Badana Atopakari Kalige Bipin Janita Nilam. Shall we do something more or shall we change the mood? Ayam Satagin is the Kartogineva. Haro.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, yes, of course. See the Makha Hing Satarasi Sigisiko, Aying say, I class later, Ganidana. We can do this thing tomorrow. In the meantime, we have something more. Atopam Tosiko, Todo said, Maduna Muk and Ludo Nico, Lubudi. We have which is the current pattern, the current pattern, the Hangba. This is the previous year question compiled to question sing. Then previous year question sing compiled to see what I share okay. Yam ngamdragasu. Now can you see starters 15 question? Urabra. Starters 15 question. Ureko. Question tra mga katani, question tra mga sa mga ngamme pare ngamdre hayeng tawlore. Ay parka select the phrase or connector. Connector have the conjunction or mbay phrase or mbay. Munatasi ko. Uji current pattern da uji present ki exam ki setup amo na hangiba question pattern mani yamunataw. Ay badi sina nangai tawdribuni na ko. Select the phrase or connector from the given three options. Option home bine ko. Which can be used to form a single sentence. Options de amo kangalaganda single sentence same doini. From the two sentences given below. Makada piro one Roman number 1 2 untitled. Madu sentence ani do punchal lakanda single sentence same gani kari mateng na starter natra connector conjunction or phrase or wahi to tasal lakanda sentence same do ne. Implying the same meaning as expected in the statement sentences. Statement natraga sentence the piriba sentences the piriba when mana magi one talk to the sub mana one to handu niko adi artha di hongbadi yade. Taragati. Now let's solve the questions. Okay. The Election Commission has banned invoking the name of religion or community. What? How see word am I invoke to what kind of? What's the meaning of invoke? What meaning kang dadi yaroi? What's the meaning of invoking? Invoking to why taragadi? Madu kay daw gibu pagi petition file to ba mateng pang view support to view entarabo petition to bane invoking hay taragadi natra ko na haijaba request of jaba adra kay hari the Election Commission has banned invoking the name of religion or community adudi mo it pagi dharma gi mingda community gi adi magi jatu da yingaga pagi masi ban to haitare masi ban to re. The election has banned invoking the name of religion or community. Dharma gi mingsin na ba natraga se community gi mingsin na ba ko adana to pa meaning ba na kamay to gi basi kano se invoke to ba basi to request to so hay gani petition to so hay gani natraga नत्रगा मसे कनोदा implement tauba ibc ai ko man dana sigi concept ma lere. However adubu political leaders are continuous hare si shoirini verb to continuous have the lalani ko. However political leaders plural subject ni continuous activity ntraga however have the adu moinamak political leaders singna continuous tawi chathai kari chathai to then to blatantly to use them to blatantly because they know that Muslims do have a say when it comes to election. Political leaders and dharma gi mingda the community gi mingda invoke to masi ben to godamni masi ben to godamni an election commission high level tayo na bada political leaders na tourist na kanada ngasai Muslims si moi gi minority group ni moi di ada makhoi gi election matam da makhoi gi apamba they do have a say and they do have si phazaba English ni ko a say ga has a noun and say is a verb ni but article a among the target di masi is using as a noun Muslim gi apamba khara hiding bukhara lai they do have a certain space or certain room for say for expressing their say intentions or their desires or their aspirations have a name. Ado political leaders sina nasagi invoke to ba dharma gi mingda natraga se religion gi mingda invoke to ba se masi pain to budala na masi mo na sinare sine yan tai ko mana haire option 1 da kari haga although the election haibama since political leaders continue haibama as election commission has haibama Rishada either only one is correct one katana only 2 is correct only 3 is correct but 1 and 2 are correct or all are correct munna khalo tak answer ta haibe da dagadi
sir D oidine through both 1 and 2 are correct.
Khallu. Maybe you may be right. Ato ba simju khallo. Concept di khanga ba natro. Roman number 1 ga 2 ga se samjan nara kanda taishan nara kanda mapung phaba sentence ma sem ga dabani. Taishan na duri ba wahi natraga wahi ki chabul do makha da pire ga lere 1 2 3 na madegi khangala kanda sentence ma mapung phaba sentence ma Hana pyramid mana hana haningiba expect magi meaning do sab manana home was yadabane man haning is it. So what should be the correct version? Sidi hangi pattern niko. Aro. Aing biaro Janita.
Sorry, only one is correct.
Only one is correct.
Sorry, just do one.
Election commission na religion dharma ki mingda community ki mingda adi saiki court ki matamda voice sin na court pa ani ko ita bani na pay option hai political leaders ni mo vote bank pa bani na adu election commission na right dane ma pay to pa man ni ko political leaders in the political leaders in regard to the follow to the The question is, so the final answer, those who have gone through it again by your self-examining way, somebody said correctly, only one is correct. Only one is correct. Say ko. Kamay hike the game and although the election irony. Yareko. One, I think it's Roman number 1 given the election commission have the one although Tamaneva. Adugane. Second part, however, do mang follow the bro. Although the election, although you matum the command, however, come my although the adum that you were a have a neighbor. However, has to adu or jerekasu at the prats meaning the Seba Narani the Yarma to the Madugi. However, Duma conjunction anishinabadi yabanati. Go. We have to put the right connector or conjunction ahead. Although the election commission has banned so and so harani. Second part kido. Political leaders continue to use them. Since man a damn had a damn, I can say power the Kalini so money. Then having not the damn hagadabne. Printing error necessity. Then have a something is not right. Anyway, we have next one more question. I'm a tanga toxi.
Blatantly the meaning the
blatantly have the act loud and kong and have an ini. Blatant or by targeti. Karam tar them. Can't I go? Blatant having at a D. What's the meaning of blatant? Having at a D. I did see political leaders come with the cano. Say Muslims who was a minority group ni Mokoi bu Antana Yingbe de Copia de Gan Lao Kong Totro. Blatant means making some noise. Aduna, let's solve one more sentence.
Sir, Roman number 2. However, the log since political leaders continue, political leaders Muslim mayamdo moigi vote kabamatam the moyi the padagi Roman number 1 the election commission at mind election commission at the
No, my dear, no, not at all. Not at all. Why? The very first thing, this invoking the name of religion or community is banned or has been banned already by the election commission. The very concerned commission na ban to the legre ban to political leaders na follow to but as a whole ni to ada mokoy na on tayo na bada mokoy ding sa board bank to pangana ba Muslim ki minority rights ma'am claim dawrani dunia dane ma'am tawrani tayo na ba dunia ba hi do say ada kay gumba since na hawtara di since the maram na have ni political leaders sing na ay mahayra game since political leaders continues to use them what's the meaning of them then them are sigi pronoun sigi objective case when a them are object say man mean to is karino
again sir
adu this word name anyway let's continue we have 1 and 2 the world is agog agog means restless the world is agog with herbal organic and ethnic products meaning herbal products organic farming ethnic products people are restless. This could be used to the advantage of those who live in the mountainous regions if they can process natural resources into herbal medicines. This could be used. Masi sinaba yai, sinaba utok pa yai. Karma mong dak si could be si kanoni possibility na ngang mani a minto mani. Use sinaba yai to the advantage of those. Makoy sing ju the kanahan ba. Karma makoy no. mountainous region the ching the labor kangbu sing to the kana hanba advantage I the advantage panganba more kana ba the kana ba advantage pang mai tare if they can kai makhoi haida ba makhoi duna process tauba ngamma karmaina karida natural resources makhoi gi inhabit makhoi gi jaga da lei ba mai natural resources no but the process tauba ngamma ko karmaina process taudo no into herbal medicines mai sing the man the hope mai gi say mana masing sing do process tawraga hidak oina puthokpa ngambagi magi process tawba ngamagadi masidi yam no khoi de kana bane habne moi lifestyle da moi livelihood da moi sustainable economy da yam na kana ba ma oi bi yai hai bane ada mana sir option p re ko one as the world is two the fact that the world three processing natural resources I didn't hire him. Now think about it. This should be the last question. Last question ni Chumanji.
Sir, karamta hangin sir.
Ayo.
Sir, sige, man si the processor sinagi hay tadi ay ani siya sentence kita ako malay hindi ako sir.
Ay gyan tade kay haino. Hong bai badi kitang sentence ko na mana aho budu 1 na hobe 3 na hobe ani hobe ay haudori ba magi option se madudana sequence same kanda sentence ani tashan na do ne ko tashan na budu chumma ga lore ai badi tashanan basi mamang do bi ay maning do bi ay adri sentence ig matung na ko na menkat pakatani makeup to budu adu katane ngasai pattern do ki tab dum tong ne shida na muk man has the world prithvi is kind of herbal ni hadi organic ni ngau dro The world is agog means the world is restless because of this herbal, organic, and ethnic product. So that means just to make the high report say 2 to 3 get some general to D. Kamaya some general get to come to Kutana Taranado. Animax Maracta some generator, Mamanga some generator, Aduni.
Sir,
The
ay number
A.
all are correct.
Only
Ready? I cannot over this isn't out there. I don't.
Try A.
E.
that.
E, the only one is correct. Ujuba. D.
E.
E, the all are correct. Ujuba.
Sir, B.
B. Okay.
A, sir.
A. I heard that some of you have said A should be final or B should be final, and somebody said E. E did not take all are correct. Ado shida kwana kangadabadi amuk same as ko e one horen sen khala se one have only one is correct to others only one have the arrow ani thong chumi sim tang sida on one su chumi two su chumme ba kamai chumgi ing si ko as the world is what prithvi se kadore as the world is agog with herbal, organic, and ethnic products. And how as the world is agog. Prithvi se kano tore haidi herbal, organic, ethnic product ana mas mi restless oi bisina maram moraga haidana adu to machumani. World see herbal, organic, or ethnic products da restless oi but the people are quite anxious about these products. Indigenous product do mem later. The fact that the fact that the world is agog with herbal. The world is agog with herbal, organic, and ethnic products. Ethnic products could be used to the advantage of the fact that the world is agog with herbal, organic, and ethnic products.
Could be used.
The fact that the world had the world product a products could be but in the sense the fact that the world is agog with herbal, organic, and ethnic ethnic products could be products could be used slightly products could be used to the advantage of those and kita ngau bro
Ngau de.
adana sida ahan begitu di make sing na chumme prithvi si herbal organic ethnic product ta restless oibna maram oiraga haibaduna that becomes quite clear picture ani subagi su chumme ba the fact that assumbadi fact madudi the world is agog with herbal, organic, and ethnic. Products could be used to the advantage of those who live in blah blah blah. That's my
1 to 2 answer the yaudi.
Option the yaudi, sir.
Only 1 and 2. But 1 and 2 yaudi.
Only 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 yaudra.
Yaudi 2 and 3 ni mo pyramid.
Masih nupas na siya masih suwere ni. Computer operator na siya mada both 1 and 3 in high level. 1 and 2 agad ba ni? Sumay tawrage ay ne fazana review tawrage magi printing kanon si magi error sing sa shuyawi dem du den ni isler me ko aduna si ze both 1 and 2 agad ba ni? It means only 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Kind of sum grade man ko. I think option number C is my both 1 and 2 hagidabne. Option number C is only 3 in a man sum grade. That's my torage. Hayeng do sigi magi land the sing si land na ba ay person review torage original copy degi duga hayeng mu chatharase. Yarbo.
Hoy sir.
Hoy sir.
Natragadi adi computer operator na ay na material pira seman bane do ma seman music kitang show re ko aduna sumay taw si haying sina sumay taw si kasay ki spotting errors habati magi miscellaneous ki part 2 adum nuai bina tro adi set tara question tara set sabado adu duma question jo standard layene khali some questions are quite tricky. I don't.
Hujiki spotting error do the cannot do what A B C D na sang na piramaga interchange to we may awidana. Spotting error din na taw male do.
Hujiki draw. Hujiki starter ge draw.
Hoy adum spotting error gi type to taw ko. Adi what A B C D na ya A ga C ga change to na ba dagi B ga C ga maina ona ga da ban question ama hangba myaw na PO gi
Rearrange order repeat.
Rearrange
Rearrange ni.
Rearrange adu ma da taw sa adu ai latest hangba do.
Yeah. Rearrange to amang na yam ti tawre adu makha tara sa thers ka sugay di adu adu su yeng asi aduga sige starters di si magi ke printing error kra yaw bu no ai tre batana si review to tho kan da yamuk sige tasem ge 2016 degina 18 bogi question ne si adu kana gani na sok to bai se adu smai ter hayeng dus makata sa thers ere ko hayeng unar si thank you
Hoy sir, thank you.
Thank you sir.